Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Army Princess here, and I think it's about time for a story time. So I was trying to think of a good army story time, and I was like, how about the time I snuck out of basic?
Listen up, we're looking for recruits. If you're with me, let me see your hands. Stand up and salute. Get your killer heels, sneakers, pumps, all lace up your boots. Representing all the women. Salute, salute. It's who we are. We don't need no camouflage. It's the female.
So, let me tell you about the time I snuck out of basic. So, I went to basic training in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And at the time, I went to basic training back in 2007, 2008, 2007. That's what happened. So I was in basic training, and me and my battle buddy were like doing the most. So for anybody who's been through basic training, you are there all day, all night. You sleep in the barracks. And on Sunday, you get to go to church and you get to use your cell phone. This is back then. I don't know now with the cell phones, but back then, you got your phone on Sundays. So, me and my battle buddy, and so for people who don't know, in basic training, you have to have somebody with you at all times. You cannot go anywhere by yourself. You have to have a battle buddy with you. So that's somebody that is literally stuck to you at the hip. So me and my battle buddy, her name was Dow, and my last name was Jones, so they called us the Dow Jones connection. Like, we were together all the time, Dow and Jones. It was crazy. So anyway, me and Dow went to church, and so everybody went to church in basic training. Like, if you had never been to church in your life, if you were not a regular church person, you went to church in basic training because that was like your free time. Like, you were supposed to be going to go to church, but it was a time, it was like a relaxing time where you weren't getting yelled at. You didn't have to do push-ups and sit-ups. Like, it was kind of like a downtime, and so everybody wanted to go to church. Say, like, who going to church? Me. What service you going to? I don't know. Like, I swear, when I went to basic training, I went to Catholic service, I went to Protestant service, I went to, what was Torrance? I want to say she was, Muslim, because they had the Quran. Like, I literally went to all the services because you can't go by yourself. So Torrance was Muslim, and she needed a battle buddy to go, and I was like, I'll go. Just to go. But anyway, so me and Dow, this particular time, you know, all the people like this, we went to the Baptist and the Protestant service because they had the good music. So the church was packed out, like packed out. And the drill sergeants, I want to say, would drop us off, and then we would walk. They would drop us off at a certain point, and then we would walk with our battle buddy to church. So they had drill sergeants that were, you know, around in the church to make sure, you know, people wasn't just wilding out and sleep and just doing the most in church. But it wasn't our particular drill sergeants that went to the church. So we would go to the bathroom, and she knew these dudes that were like stationed on Fort Leonard Wood. So they weren't in AIT or basic. They were actually permanent parties stationed there. So we got our phones. We would go to the bathroom in the church, call these dudes up. These dudes would come to the church to get us, like on the side of the church. We would climb out of the bathroom windows at the church, go to these dudes' house. Like, what the heck were we thinking? We would go to these dudes' house. They would take us to the, no, they wouldn't take us to the PX because we didn't have like patches. So if you on the base, you know what soldiers are either in AIT or basic training because they don't have their unit patch yet. So we would stay at their house. They would go get food for us. We would be in there watching TV, eating all kind of like Taco Bell, all kind of food, hanging out. Then they would take us back to the church. We would climb back in the window, and then we would go back to our pew and act like we had been there the whole time. What the like, OMG, who does that. Like now, it's funny how like when you're younger, you do stuff, you have like no fear. You like do stuff that you were like, you think back and like, I would be too scared. Like now, I would be too scared to do that. Like I would never do that. I would be too scared. But back then, I guess we had balls. Like I don't know what, we was just young and wild, and we would do this like almost every Sunday. Like it was ridiculous. It was crazy. But me and her was being fast together. I mean, we didn't ever do nothing with the dudes. We would just use them to get food and like you talking about downtown. We would chill, like watch TV, be drinking soda, eating chips. And these dummies, like who does this? Like I guess dudes is thirsty and they would do whatever for likes. So they would really pick us up and do this, and they were jeopardizing their self because they could get like they can get in trouble for that. Like they could get Article 15s. We could get Article 15s, but they didn't know us and they wasn't having sex with us. So why would you risk it for some females that you not even hitting? And the funny thing is, Dow ended up getting hurt and she ended up not making it through basic training. So she got hurt and she just got chaptered out. And me and her are still Facebook friends. I mean, we don't talk that often. Hey, Dow. But the last time I did speak to her, she was still talking to the dude, which I thought was kind of cool. Like their little relationship, you know, lasted a little while afterwards. I don't even remember the dude's name. I don't think I'd ever talked to them or called them, but that's like crazy. Me thinking back, like I really had the balls to sneak out of basic training and out of the church window and go hang out with these dudes for like 2 hours on a Sunday and make it back. But we never got caught. So yeah, if you want to see more story times, then make sure you like, so I know that you want to see more, because I got some AIT story times for you. See you later, guys. Bye.